What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to teach you how to come up with viral content ideas on Instagram. And so a couple of videos ago, I showed you how to use ChatGPT to come up with hundreds of ideas in a couple of minutes. And this one is using a proven system from this guy named Jason Cooperson. He posted a video about a year ago on how to have this viral content system. He has a whole Notion template that I'm going to show you guys um, right here, actually. The whole Notion template in the tutorial. This is what the video runs through, and this is what I'm going to go through as well for my friend Ajani to help grow her channel. And sorry about this. I don't know why on Instagram the Loom video doesn't show up, but forgive me for that. So whenever I do go onto Instagram, you won't be able to see me, but I'll try to pop the camera back on as best as I can. So I'm just going to run through the system, the tutorial, and then implement it for her to give her some content ideas. And I already um, went ahead and did the first step. And so running into it, just jumping right into it is he says to have a creator list. So you find 5 people in your niche or parallel to the niche who are crushing it, who are doing well. And then you have to resonate with them and feel inspired by them. And so he says in his video, you don't necessarily have to have people in your niche. It's good to start that way. And you definitely want to see who your competitors are in the niche and to see what they're doing that's working. But you don't have to. You can also get inspired by other types of content. So she's a therapist, a life coach, and a licensed therapist. And so on the list right now, I only have his therapist really to look through today. But if she had people that are entertaining content creators or whether they're fitness coaches, it's like, okay, what are they doing in their space that, I can get inspiration from to implement in my own niche and my own style. And so this is a great way, especially if you're starting out, if you don't know your style, how to get ideas and how to formulate what you like to do, what you don't like to do, what works, and to see how you best can implement your own strategy. So once you find the 5 people, the creators, then you do content research. So this is the big thing. You research your list and you go on their page and you pick 10 videos. Two, if you have a list of 5 people, 2 ideas from each of the 5 that you like, and then you put it into this next section of the template. So you have the creator list, and then you have a board of ideas, and you just go through one by one each person. I'm gonna go through in a second, and then you just try to find outliers. Like, okay, out of this person's profile, they have maybe 100,000 followers, but they got millions of views on this one. Why did this one do so well? And so you look for outliers. You also look for ideas that maybe didn't do so well views wise, but you like the idea, and maybe you in your expertise know how to make it work and hit for people. And so you just look for ideas that may inspire you, and you try to come up with your own original ideas as well. This is really just for inspiration, not a direct copycat, but for inspiration of how you can best utilize a platform for your own expertise, your own niche, and your own style. And so it's going over here, and like I said, the camera's going to go away. But so this is her current profile, and it's doing well. And if you see my last video, or I think 2 videos ago, where I showed you how to upgrade and optimize your Instagram page, she does it pretty well. She has her name, sincerely Janae, and so she could, maybe not really have the numbers at the end, and maybe say like Ajani therapist or something like that to help people know what she does quickly, but still is okay. Has her name, profile picture is good, simple. Has her credentials in the top, so that's good. The bio, she's faith filled, mental wealth, identity, and she says the I help you seek and embrace your God given calling. So that's good. Maybe she can emphasize who she's calling out more specifically, just like I help young entrepreneurs. I help young adults. I help whoever that person is. Maybe she has a wider age range, but it's just maybe be more specific with the call out and how you help them embrace their God given calling. But nonetheless, it's good. Has a good link in bio that goes to more opportunities to connect. Good highlights, pin posts showing who you are, and then Already has some good content that is resonating and is viral as well. So already doing really well. So looking at these content creators would just help that inspiration just flow a little bit more. Okay, great. Someone's gonna help her get some ideas. And so the first thing that he says to do is just find people who are working. So, like I mentioned, my face isn't gonna be showing, unfortunately, when I'm on Instagram. But so one of the people that she recommended or wanted me to check out was Rito Love, Flora Ong, dating and relationship coach. And so, great bio, helping you release your blocks from love. But we're focused on the content. So here's the first pin post. How could how could the avoidant just stop caring? How could the avoidant just stop caring? So a good video has a good text hook as well. So she had a really good text hook in the beginning that'll stop the scroll, and she had a good emoji even that would like it's just a stop sign. So people would be more inclined to stop with that. And so people who are feeling that have felt that before, like how that feeling, like how could people just stop caring? That is will resonate with them. And so, in terms of a content idea for Ajani, she could think of a statement that um, people normally say. So this is how you can make it tailored to you. You can think of a statement that she may heard a client say, or people typically say around her, and she goes to the board, and then she can be like, um, controversial uh, statement or feeling. Like, how could they stop caring? Controversial statement or feeling, or typical, not even controversial. Controversial statement is a good one, so I'm gonna keep that controversial statement. But I think the word I'm trying to use is like a feeling that people have, a not a triggering feeling because that's a little much, but a common feeling, I should say, a common phrase or feeling that people have. And so you can link the original idea if you like, just to reference it. But then you put this one. He showed you can do a whole template and everything into it. Disappeared, but whatever. You can do a whole script template, and this is where you write it down. And so I'm just trying to write the idea of like, how could how could they just stop? How could they just stop caring? Um, Text hook on screen with a stop sign emoji. Just to remember, what the idea came from, so that when she does find, because I don't know, her space of the common phrases that she hears people say, or the common feelings that people have, the troubling feelings. So then she can just look for common phrases that clients say, talk about, also common feelings that come up. So that's ways she can like think through whatever her clients have been saying, and she can tailor it and do a similar post of. 'Cause I'm sure she touches on how, if you're struggling with this issue, this is a broader issue that she's just touching on using this controversial or common statement, I should say. And so that's one idea. And then you typically, the way you can do it, you can either just go post by post if you like, or you can go. Sometimes you can just, like, remember he said looking for outliers. If I go to the recent reels, if I see, okay, this one got 3,000, this one got almost 4,000, this one got, so this is an outlier. This is an outlier. You can see all these are getting about roughly 2,000-3,000 views. Then all of a sudden you get one that gets almost 25,000-30,000 views. And so it's like, why did this one resonates so much. That's what we're trying to find, the gold in the rough. And so she had that similar hook as well when the avoidant comes back. And so she's hitting on a common feeling, avoidant. I don't know what that means, but for people in the space, people who are resonating with therapy and stuff like that, they know what that means. And so it's a common thing that, was pushed. And so what she can do is look either on this full video to see how she just talked. And it's a simple video. She's just literally a talking head. It's literally her whole face covering the whole screen. Just had one simple text. So captions are always a must because people sometimes, watch Instagram on silent. And so you can help capture that audience as well that, are not listening to it. And so very simple. So that was a clear outlier from, and there's another outlier, 106,000. This was, probably a while ago, not even 11 weeks, June 19th. So why did this one? And maybe it was an ad, maybe, I'm not going to say she paid. I don't know what she did, but, some of these could be outliers because of ads. But regardless, it got a lot of views. And so that's what you can do for in terms of reels. But you can see the engagement that comes from these text posts too. So I'm seeing that this got 19 likes, it's got 36 likes. 40. This one is a pin post, but it got a lot of likes. So you can look into that and say, like, okay, she has a about me basically type of post that you can have. And so not wanting to stick on her very much longer because I did see a lot of different creators that she could benefit from, some that are like more prominent. And so the thing is with this, especially with your list that you are curating, you want to go for people who may have millions of views, millions of followers, and are like probably the top in the industry. That's great to see what's actually working from even the top. But you can also find people that maybe have a couple thousand views, a couple 100,000 followers, and see what also is working for them. Even if they might not have millions of followers, it still can be, inspirational for you. And so the next person I want to show her is a therapist, a writer, a person online. Okay, so this is another therapist mentor. So you see almost 500,000 followers, but she's getting millions of views. It's like, okay, what is she doing that's probably getting millions of views? So that's a good hook, a movement hook. And people, it's sneaky because it's so subtle of her just moving toward the couch. It catches you off guard instead of just like sitting there. So like sometimes her putting her jacket, like that's a strategy. Let me show you my face because like I want to emphasize this. This is just a hook strategy, and I can go into deeper on hooks if you guys like. That is a hook strategy where it's just like you're naturally moving. It's a movement tactic, and it just catches people stopping the scroll because they're like, oh, they're moving. What does that mean? It just movement. It just triggers your brain to stop scrolling sometimes, and so people can make the movement look natural by just like going to the couch, pretending to put the rest of your jacket on or shirt on. It's just like, oh, it stops the scroll as opposed to just like being there, sitting, talking head to the camera, which is not bad unless but you have to use a different type of hook to stop the people to scroll. But I can go on to hooks in a later video. I definitely want to stay focused on just content ideas, strategy, and so maybe this was just a jarring take. I found out she cheated on him. I don't know what she's talking about in this video, but it just seems to be a simple talking head video about a story. So you can talk about a story that people can resonate with. So see how like, I don't necessarily have to go through the whole video, but I can still get inspiration that she can use. And so that's essentially what it is. Like, yes, if you want, you can go more in detailed of the actual video, the actual hook that they use, the actual the content piece, the call to action. You can just rip everybody off, which is not good, but you could, but you can make it your own as well. But what I like to do is see what's working, see what's common, see what's trending, but make it my own. So like I didn't even watch the whole video, but I essentially know that it was a story, and so you can do a story time reel where you talk about a common issue that people may have that you see in your client sessions. Talk about a common issue that clients have, but tailor wrap it in a story time feel. So not disclosing people's not doing a HIPAA violation, not telling people's information, but use different names, use aliases, don't use the exact scenario, but whatever the person had said that could be helpful for a lot of people. Say it's a attachment disorder or whatever therapy things. And if you're not a therapist, is I'm just kind of tailing to your need, but whatever is respective for your respective industry, thinking about how you can tailor the common issue and the solution, but into a story that can be captivating, that can be easily digestible, quick, to the point, has a clear beginning, middle, end, and people will realize they sat through a 30-second to a minute or 2-minute video, and they actually got benefited from it instead of just like a listicle of just saying, here's the 3 things that you can do to overcome this. It's just saying like, this is how this person overcame this because one time. And so story time reels are a great way because everybody loves a story and they get hooked to it. So talk about a common issue that clients have, but wrap it in a story. Wrap it in a story. So let's see. So these are all the millions of our pin posts. So what is it? Some people will never understand the feeling of mentally repairing yourself before you go home. So a lot of these, so for this niche, these therapists are hitting a lot of the feelings, and so this was a great visual of what's going on. And I'm sure the music, I guess they got messed up with the music, but taking a feeling that people have and then visualizing it, making it because people have probably experienced this, who experienced this before, they like have done this before, and so having these visuals, oh, this is a going to comparison, compare and contrast videos. So, and this is just a quick way to just get, bucketed ideas. So like, I'm not being very specific with story time, but you can use that as like a bucket idea. What I mean by bucketed ideas is just like thinking of content every single day can be very challenging. So having themes or buckets for yourself will help you know what kind of video you can make, and then you can just tailor it specifically to a topic that you heard in the past week or that is resonating with you right now, and that you can easily talk about, but in the format, that's a better word to say, format of a story or a format of a impression, like the girl just showed herself acting a feeling out. Or it could be the format of that first lady who is just talking to the camera and saying it straight to a talking head video. And so you can act out a feeling that clients have. Show, display, display a common feeling, uh, acting it out, acting out a scenario. But giving, but using it to empathize, and give solution in the description, in caption. So let me do one more from her. Got one of her recent ones. So I think she does like, she like does the therapy with them like in the video. She does calm down videos. So like, So maybe that could be a good video idea of just if you have a simple tactic that can help people get a quick win. Um, quick win, quick win tactic video. I'll be idea from calm down example, I should say. Example, her calm down videos. And it's like her, I don't know if it's ASMR, I didn't see her, but like that's kind of like the ASMR where people like get a quick relief or feeling of relief or whatever from the video. And so instead of saying like, you know, read this document, which is not bad, but it's just like it's just a different format. You can do a quick win tactic video instead of just giving advice, helping someone immediately. If whatever tactic you know how to help people, if you're like a chiropractor and you know people do this certain stretch, it'll help alleviate back pain really quickly. That'll be a great way, a great idea, and will be people will love that for your videos. And so, enough of that, girl. Let's go to this next person to get more ideas. All right, great. The brain coach. I don't know how she. I don't know if she paid for that, but that's cool. Profile picture good. Doctor. Uh, Description. Link tree. Great. All right. So she doesn't have a lot of reels. She has a couple, but she likes to splice it up as well with these um, not listicles, but these carousels. How reframing your thoughts change the end outcome based examples. Okay, so this is great. So it's like a quick like how to and result. And so and then you just walk people through how to get the result with giving examples. So that is a great idea that can be utilized for Ajani. So maybe um carousels I don't know. Forgive me for my horrible spelling. Carousels that give I say how to carousels. And this is just a way to repackage. So say you do a quick win tactic video of if you're um Ajani, let's say a chiropractor, because I just know more of that. If you're like trying to stretch somebody's back out and alleviate pain, you can do a quick win tactic video saying if you just take your back and like this, boom, you can alleviate pain. You can take the same exact information and repackage it, repurpose it, and just put it in a carousel and put it on a text base. You can just say how to alleviate back pain, 3 easy steps, and then say the next picture, step one, lay down on your back and then lift your leg up. Step two, like you can do the same exact tips and information, just repurposing and repackaging it. And that's the game changer with social media and content marketing, is because you can repackage and repurpose the same information just in a digestible way. And so some people may be more video based, but some of your audience may be, they like to read more. And so you can attract that audience as well by doing the same information, but it's in a different format. And so how to carousels that give tips and tactics with examples. All right. And so you guys get the idea of how to get these ideas. And so let me just do one more person to see if we get an idea. I don't want this to go too long, but essentially you get an idea of how you can just get inspiration from people. And so, and also from people's how they format their Instagram page. And so, like I mentioned before, she has her name, but also she does therapy. Like, so you can just really be explicit. Like, okay, so I know that this person does therapy. She's licensed. She's in this area. This is the type of therapy that she specializes with. This is how you can connect it, and then surprise a different option for like I think that in that lean in, even with the camera, is a hook story. So story tips, tips carousel, story time, voiceovers with a feeling of a text hook with the feeling, and then a voiceover. Tips carousel, common feeling, and so okay, so we're getting the buckets, we're getting the themes of what is common in this space already. So that's really good to know. That's a affirming insight to know that. And so, and then you definitely this is a lot of text. So she's like strictly text based, but she has a lot of reels as well. That has millions of views, and so common feeling, calling out the feeling, and so I think we hit on the buckets, pretty well. And so I'm gonna leave it at that. But essentially, I'm gonna go back to Jason's, steps. And so after you do the research, then you can script it out. So you take those ideas that you came up with, you go to the ideas, if you actually type them out in a more structured way, and then you can script them out. You use the hooks that you saw. So I gave you guys great hooks that I just saw that were like the movement hook, the text based hook, the story time hook, the calling out a common feeling or emotion, the acting out hook. So there's a lot of ways to hook people, and I can go deeper on the hooks in another video. And then if you wanted to get more inspiration on how to like do these um, four parts of a video that he talks about, the hook, build up the value, people stop their scroll for, then a call to action of next steps. You can watch the people that you selected their whole video to get more inspiration. I have actually package the full video, but this was just a quick overview of how to get just general ideas for different video topics. And so then with this Notion template, you can do even more with it. You can schedule it out. You can schedule out when you want to post, and then you can keep track of like what you've actually posted and then stuff like that. And so this was just how to come up with quick viral content ideas using Instagram. And once again, this was Jason Cooperson's Notion template. You can definitely check out his channel. He still has the Notion template there if you guys want to check it out. And so I appreciate you guys. I'm continuing to grow this school community. You can join. It's completely free. The first link in the description down below. It's a community of faith-driven entrepreneurs. We're chasing purpose, not just profit. We like to build each other up. It's a new group, so nothing really here yet, but I'm looking to continue to add a lot of value here, and you're going to meet a lot of like-minded individuals that want to grow their business, but also grow their faith. And so you can join if you love that, as well as give me a comment down below of what you guys want to see, what you guys need help with, what you guys would be open to seeing. And I would love to just give value to what actually is applicable to you right now. And so I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll tell you guys next time.